Morning warriors, welcome to YShy. Today I want to talk about something that's been playing on my mind a little bit. Um, there's a tipping point when it comes to agile transformations, and that tipping point is actually a lot of pain and heartache away. So I want to delve into why that's so and how it really works. Alright, so let's get into it. The best metaphor that I've found for the idea of a tipping point in your agile transformation is to do with nothing to do with agile, obviously, to do with compound interest. Compound interest works in a way that you are continuously, let's for example say that we're saving for a vacation, for a holiday, and you're putting in $100 or $200 every pay. What happens with that money is that it accumulates based on the amount of money you're actually putting in, but also on the fact that your interest is compounding every month more than likely, and it's also adding up to your savings, right? So any of us who've gone through some sort of saving mechanism or even something like a mortgage will understand that the biggest benefits in savings, not in mortgages, are found in compound interest at the very end of the term. So if you have compound interest, say you're saving for your retirement, is a really good example. You start saving when you're about 25 and you end savings when you're 65 when you retire. The most amount, the biggest factor, the biggest benefit of your compounding interest will be from your age 60 to age 65, because that's when you have the most money in your account and the interest factor sort of compounds on itself. Very similarly, we've got the same issue when you're doing an agile journey. An agile journey requires you to put in effort consistently, all the time in small increments, over and over and over again. And what happens is you build on that agile journey your skill set that might come from training, your tool set that might come from experience and understanding some of the tool examples, and the last thing, and probably the hardest thing, your mindset, right? And it's really the mindset that is by far the most difficult transformation that happens within an organization. Mindsets obviously then translate into a cultural shift in an organization, and once you've got that cultural shift, what will happen is you'll find that there's those benefits, those really high level but incredibly lucrative benefits are unlocked, and that tends to happen right at the end of an agile transformation. Now, agile transformation, some will argue, never really end. I kind of agree with that, but also disagree. There's a transformation phase, and then there's a phase that you sort of go into, business as usual. And really at the end of that transformation phase is when you really derive the benefits that you were looking for in week 1 through to month 6 of your transformation, right? But this is the thing, this is the key. Just like in your savings for your retirement, what you need to do is to continue to save every pay, right? In an agile world or in a Scrum world, you will continue to work and toil every sprint. And what you will do is you will make small adjustments incrementally through your sprint to make your agile implementation, unique as it is to your organization and to yourself, slightly better, right? So this sprint is going to be slightly better than last sprint, which is going to be not as good as next sprint. And that's the key of continual improvement within your agile transformation, but also will unlock that compound interest type factor at the end of your transformation, allowing you to unlock the benefits that most people think of and talk about when they think about agile. Now be really, really, really careful here, guys. When it comes to unlocking those benefits, they don't happen very quickly, and they surely do not happen easily, okay? It's that mindset I was talking about before. You have to unlock an agile mindset in your organization. There has to be a cultural shift if there isn't already one like that. Isn't a culture already that allows for that sort of agility. And that takes time, sometimes generations. And that's kind of the sort of thing that you will struggle with. And it's the thing that you will lose sight of the most, because you'll think, oh, it's not working. But keep struggling every sprint, try to get a little bit better, try to change hearts and minds, keep doing what you do. And I promise you at the end, those benefits that we talk about, those things that bring about a change in the way that you work and a change in the way that the business performs will happen. Just like compound interest really works to your benefit when you're about to retire, agile transformations really work to your benefit just as you're about to give up. So keep going. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Catch you next week. Thanks for hanging out.